Hey, YA. So Luke 12 and 13, a quick overview here as we go through. There's a lot here, so I just want to give you a little bit to look for as you go through the reading. There are so many people following Jesus now that they're trampling each other, as we see in the beginning here of Luke 12. So Jesus decides to use this opportunity to talk about popularity and the pitfalls of popularity. The first pitfall he hits on is hypocrisy, and he walks through hypocrisy and the cure for hypocrisy. And then the second thing is covetousness, or enjoying the things of this life a little too much. God gave us good things to enjoy, but he did not give them to us to identify with them or use them for power, use them for our personal gain, anything like that. So he wants us to put things in the right place. And that's in 12:15 that he talks about covetousness. Okay, there you go. So 12:35 through 37, the Lord wants us to see things spiritually. He wants us to see that blessed are the people who are looking for his return. Those people he alludes to in heaven will be put as masters over or caretakers of his things. Those who are just continually looking for the master, looking for the return of the master, speaking of the return of Jesus. But also, if we're not looking for that, if we, instead of looking for him, are looking around, we are in danger of two things, and that is brutality and carnality. You might say, well, I'm in no danger of being brutal to anyone. I'm a pretty peaceably natured person, but you are in danger of carnality, which just means enjoying the things of this world too much, indulging in things too much that we shouldn't be, losing sight of the fact that Jesus is going to be returning, losing sight of the fact that there's a greater call than the comfort of this world. And really what he's trying to do is get you to prepare yourself for Jesus' coming. And he's talking about how Jesus divides. I feel like that's been top of mind for me lately, is the fact that Jesus divides, that he pits, the Bible said he pits father against brother, or father against son, brother against brother. But Jesus divides, the truth divides. It's either our truth or his truth. And ultimately, when he does come, you cannot pay your way out of prison. You won't want, when his return comes, you just simply will not be able to have a second chance at that point. So he's crying out, prepare yourselves for the coming of the Lord, speaking of his second coming. But people ask him at the beginning of 13, what about the Galileans? What about what's happening presently? Not just eternally, but what about what's happening right now? So he gives them another parable about the fig tree. And that's speaking about the nation of Israel, but it's also speaking to me and you about a tree that doesn't bear fruit. What are we to do? Are we just to cut it out of the garden so we can make room for other things? And Jesus says in his mercy, no, wait, give it a year. What you do is you cut around the base of it, exposing the roots, exposing the sin in our life, and you fertilize it. And God will fertilize us. And it's going to be up to us if we allow the Lord to do that. If we allow God to expose the sin in our lives continually, sanctifying us, bringing us closer to him, preparing us for the kingdom, as Jesus was saying. With eyes on the master's return, are we doing the work? Are we submitting ourselves to the Lord more and more and more, and understanding what that means so that he can expose the sin in our life, and so he can bring his word to it, fertilizing it, thus bearing fruit, being people who bear fruit here on the earth: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, and self-control. I might be missing one in there, but fruit bearers, that is what's so pleasing to the Lord, is seeing his children bear fruit. So it's an open-ended parable. It just ends because it's applicable to you and it's applicable to me. What are we going to do? Are we going to bear fruit, or are we going to kind of go our own way and try and get the most out of this life physically in the world? And that's the question for everyone. Are they going to accept God's way, are they going to go their way? There's more about Jesus healing on the Sabbath, about this woman who was bent over with this evil spirit for a long time, and God heals her. But I'll let you read that because I've already gone 5 minutes, and there's a lot in this passage. So read it and ask yourself, am I allowing the Lord to prepare me for the return of the Master?